Hi champions, welcome back to my RSL channel. I've gotten tan today. I just came back from the pool. It doesn't take much. You know what else doesn't take much? Beating stage 21 with my Barbarians team. And I really wanted to show it off today, guys. And if you are watching this with the hopes of getting some ideas on how to build your Faction Wars Barbarians team in particular, this video found you in the right time. There are some elements that are replaceable here, and they're very good news for the free-to-play players and the ones that don't have the opportunity to pull a lot of shards and get a lot of legendary champions. We're gonna go through it as it happens, and I'm gonna explain every champion's role, why I've decided to put him there. Don't look at this level 40 Farkin. He's there for a reason, okay? Don't forget to use my promo link to get yourself a free legendary Rafma tab, as well as the epics Tagore, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. And that is all you have to do to get your free legendary Rafma tab, as well as Tagore, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up in progress. So don't miss out and click on my link right now. Now this team is gonna get you all stars in your Faction Wars. And you will never have to worry about it again until you get your Lydia and you move on to Faction Wars Hard, because there the rules change. But, as you all know, to get 3 stars on a normal Faction Wars stage, you have to have 5 champions and no losses. I'm gonna run this battle and I'm gonna explain what you guys see here. We have High Katoon as a speed or champ. I don't know if it makes any difference, but... oh, this is very fast. I'm gonna switch it to X1 speed so you can see what's happening here. High Katoon, a wonderful champion. You're gonna get her for free. The first free login champion you're gonna get on your account is going to be High Katoon. You build her out the moment you can, okay? As soon as possible. Chuck her with as much speed as you can, and with enough accuracy so she can land these turn meter decreases that she has on her A3. You see Thor here, who is the ultimate nuker, one of the best nukers in this game, and I'm very lucky to have obtained him throughout my shard pooling journey. He serves a double purpose. He's firstly my strongest nuker, because check this out. Second, he's an amazing crowd controller. He places an AoE stun after a certain point. I think his thunder counter needs to hit 6, that means 6 dead enemies, before he places that AoE stun. And here on his A2, he ignores block damage unkillable, which is important when you're facing Maneater in the last couple of stages. But, essentially, you could totally do this for a much shorter period of time with just a crowd controller like Yakaro, who you get for free in the clan shop. He's gonna place an AoE freeze for you, and that gets the job done just the same. Crowd control is of vital importance here, just to buy you a little bit of extra time to clear and escort you to stage 21. We have minions here, and we have a True Fear, we have some Provoke, as you can see, and these are not for you to be concerned with. If you have a good healer like Syl, who you're also gonna get for free in your daily login rewards champions, don't mind Farkin dying. I will get to Farkin. Whoop, the stun landed. And now Syl revives Farkin, so it doesn't matter that our Farkin is at level 40. Why I have Farkin the Fat here on this team is so he can first of all keep getting revived by my Syl, but secondly, he comes with a very good ally attack on his A3, and when we manage to land it against the boss, it's a lot of damage. This guy is Ausgor, and he serves as a double down on my support. Syl heals and equalizes everybody's HP, right? She also comes with an AoE stun. My Syl doesn't have enough accuracy to land it all the time, but she does land it every so often, helping Thor with his own stuns. Ausgor here, on the other hand, he places a block damage, which really helps us survive. If something goes askew like so, he's gonna place it for 2 turns. It's a wonderful block damage. And he has another cool utility. He can strip all buffs from all enemies, and he places a continuous heal on all of our allies. My Osgore is built in Relentless, so every once in a while he procs an extra turn. And that is literally the gist of it. You need a good nuker. In the best case scenario, someone who can double down as a crowd controller, bring important debuffs like stun, freeze, sleep, fear, true fear, even though these are a little 50-50, they might land a turn nevertheless. The safest bet is stun. So if you don't have a nuker that can do that for you, you can build a nuker in a stun set or a sleep set. In a crowd control set, so that you don't have to worry about him not having it on his skills. Especially if that nuker comes with an AoE. Syl and Haikatun are free, and these are staples in my team. Syl is absolutely irreplaceable. Look at the way that she keeps all of my champions at full HP at all times. Haikatun places us important increased speed, which I personally believe it helps us here. She also comes with an AoE turn meter decrease, but it's very small and tiny, and I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. And Farkin with the ally attack, even though not once have we seen him landed here, that's because he's yet to be level 16, and I am planning on level 16 him. The interesting thing here is that Ausgor and Haikatun are sitting at level 50, and Ausgor is not even a necessary part of the piece of the puzzle. Look at the ally attack, it just landed. We are taking down the turn meter as well with Thor, so that turn meter decrease is also gonna help us if you have a way of bringing it. Haikatun does, but again, it's very small, and as you can see, everything is working super smoothly here. Foolproof, we always have all of the champions on the roster by the time that we finish the champion, so we always get full stars. And Syl, if you book her out, and I don't think mine is booked out yet, I have to go back and check. We're gonna go into the builds of the champions so I can show you how I've built them out to be able to complete the stage 21. And kaboom. Very important glyphs, important to get some bloodstone for perception. Overall, you should be able to farm these last stages if you are where you are at on my account. And you have the champions, of course. We're not talking, if you don't have a way to replace the role that which these certain champions fulfill on my account, needless to say, you're gonna take a little bit longer to progress. But this is the formula that I found worked for me. My Thor is a great nuker. I'm very proud of the way that I've built him. He's not necessarily the fastest one on the planet, but his attack and crit damage warrant for some scary, scary damage. And I've budged up his accuracy to 322, so he can land all these stunts, preferably all the time. And that's the important thing about Thor. One of the people in the comment section opened my eyes to the fact that he's a glass cannon, and very much so. He is a glass cannon. This is my Syl. Syl is built out in one Defiant set, which adds a little bit of defense and takes away damage from enemy AoE attacks. She has one single protection piece with a little bit of extra resistance, which we can swap on her at any point, depending on what you have. But this chestplate for me brings a lot of defense. She has a speed roll in there that is already a mythical stat, so put it on her. Double crit rate for some reason, but I just needed that speed up probably, and the defense chestplate is a good idea, so you don't get smacked out too much. My Syl, surprisingly enough, doesn't have a lot of HP. That's why I'm a little hesitant to bring her in places like Arena. But for Faction War, she does wonders. And Ice Golem, I also use her on my Ice Golem team. Defense at 4,000, over 4,000. She is 218 speed, which isn't a lot. 247 accuracy, which is why her stuns are not landing all the time. And also, I think it's on her skill. 20% chance of placing a stun, it's a very small chance. Only when you book it out, it becomes a 35% chance, and it still doesn't land a lot. But when it does, it's like a nice little treat, you know? She's not fully done with her masteries either, which is surprising. I thought that I'd finished her too. Which means that when you do add masteries to her, she's gonna do an even better job. And I've put her in the Journal of Necrotos. As for Thor, I have him in a Malefic Talon. I know a lot of people use Ereti Coronet for him because he does place a lot of debuffs, and that way his damage stacks a bunch. Let's move on though. Ausgor. I think that I need to rework Ausgor as a whole. He's only there for the block damage chance and the continuous heals. I have him a lot of HP. It's not a lot, but I've tried, okay? And Ausgor is one of the first champions that I ever got on my account. The important thing for Ausgor is literally just HP defense, some speed so he's not slow. He has a chance of placing a decreased speed on an attacker for 2 turns. That's why he's gonna need a little bit of accuracy, and I've sacrificed that accuracy for a Relentless set. But he is due a rework for sure. HP champ though, so that's all that matters. HP is the most important thing. Where is Haikatun? There she is, the queen of free speeds. My Haikatun is slow. 218, you're seeing a pattern here. Arbiter is the fastest champion on my account. It don't matter though, we're moving away from the gear problem. We've started upping our gear game, so we're gonna go through a lot of these champions and rework them when we have the time. a much faster high Katun is gonna serve you even better. You're gonna be able to clear these faction war stages a lot quicker. And the important thing for high Katun, other than her speed, is accuracy, HP, and that's pretty much it. And her aura, important to note, works in all battles. It's not just arena. The last champ that I have on is Farkin. I'm not sure if I even have anything on him. See, he's naked. Level 40, naked, only there for the ally attack. And I know I will get to him at some point. He is one of the champions that I would like to build out. That's why I have fully ascended him. The champions that I plan on using on my account are ascended. And it's important to build him out because I think he might serve me in Faction Wars hard, if it allows. This body block passive is really nice, and I keep forgetting that he has it. Deflects 20% of all incoming damage this champion receives onto all allies. Damage will be spread equally across all allies. So he is an attack champion, right? He does have a chance of placing a burn on a single target, which would be amazing if it lands on the boss in the final stage. This increased crit rate, crit damage is important as well. He places him on all allies except himself for 3 turns. That's why Farkin is also used in clan boss rotations. Generally very used. He's a great champion. Very easy to build out too because he's an epic and will have utility for you all across your raid journey. Let's go and do one more stage. Now that we've explained how everything works and I've shown you the builds. Can't do a super raid. We're gonna turn it off and we're gonna speed it up and watch this symphony unfold. So yes, even with mediocre builds, very clearable with this kind of roster. I wouldn't say that Thor is absolutely necessary here, but I would say that crowd control is super necessary here. If you're lucky to pull an Armons, you know, that's a definite win. But again, this is a little bit more budget friendly. And kaboom and AoE stun that doesn't always land here. It's very interesting. We have resistant champions here, enemies that we're facing. Ausgore doubles down as a... I just remembered that when Ausgore places that block damage, he can choose a target ally and fully heal them too. So you have Ausgore and Syl supporting each other, and in my case, supporting the hell out of Farkin. My poor boy. And now we're only beating the boss. It's probably gonna happen very quickly. And here, Ausgore healed fully Farkin, and the whole cycle repeats. I just saw that Farkin also comes with a decreased defense on his A1, so when he does get locked in the provoke because he's unbuilt, he's gonna place that decreased defense, allows us for a little bit more damage. Overall, beautiful synergy. Very pleased with this team and how quick it... Oh my god, and I love this ally attack. How quick everything works and how quick it takes me to just farm these stages. And I hope that this has helped you, or if anything, I hope that it was at least satisfying for you to watch. We finally have a burn and poisons landed by Farkin. Wonderful. And they do a lot of damage. Let's see if we'll be able to finish this with all of the stars. Nope. That's okay. Well, Syl will have to revive Farkin, but just imagine that he's level 16. I've built him with enough HP, and you get what I'm trying to say. And that's that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you again in the next one. Bye!